What's going on, guys? So today is a big day. So we're currently, as you see behind me, we're at John Doc's shop. We are picking up a vehicle from him that we're buying. It's been a while. We've had a down payment on it for a while, but today's the day. We're getting it today. Dad's in there talking to him. They're doing something to him, I don't know. But today's the day, and we are gonna be picking it up. I'm excited. The moment I sent this to Dad, I was like, we gotta get this. So I don't know. I can't even describe how I'm feeling right now. I'm just excited. I can't wait to show y'all what we're getting. It's gonna be huge for the channel. It's gonna bring us a lot of exposure and different things about it. So we're gonna get to it, and if you haven't already, comment, like, and subscribe, and follow this thing, because this car we're about to get is gonna be huge for us. And you know, just follow us on this journey, because it's gonna get real interesting real quick. So like I said, comment, like, and subscribe, and I don't know, just keep posted.
Let's do it.
All right, what are you thinking right now?
Pick up a red car.
Oh, you see, you telling them what it is now. They haven't seen it yet.
It's red.
It is. It's red. It's for darn sure red. We're I don't know what we're doing. We're like turning around or something. He just told us to turn around. But I'm gonna get what he's thinking in a minute. So what are your thoughts? Tell the people what your thoughts are.
Well, I'm excited. Nervously excited. Obviously this will be the fastest car that we have.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's clean, it's beautiful.
It's red.
It is red, my favorite color. Other than that, time will tell once we learn everything.
Yeah, you were LS people, you know, they're faster.
No comment.
Yeah, no comment.
I'm not gonna say anything about that.
Oh man.
But they're gonna have to push it pretty hard to get by this one.
Oh yeah, this all steel glass better be ready, and not just all steel glass. We're talking.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be
anything.
a fast car.
Well, it ain't gonna be. It is. I think you can go around that way.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
We're gonna drag the trailer.
Yeah, we're like turning around or something. I'm not entirely sure what we're doing. Yeah, but we're about to get it. All right, guys. Well, we are getting the Red Lobster, as bright red as it is and as mean as it is. This is what we're getting. This I don't even, you got anything to say?
A little starstruck right now.
Yeah, I mean,
beautiful car.
Beautiful. I mean,
well-built, constructed car, a very fast car. We're just gonna have to crawl till we get used to it, and because right now he told us it was set on kill.
yeah, we ain't
So
trying
we're
to.
gonna have to back it way down.
Yeah, we ain't trying to light the world on fire. Yeah, this. I mean, it's got power windows and everything. That's insane. Very nice on the inside. CO2 bottle. I think we're gonna start it eventually. But
It'd be nice to start it, though. I think.
yeah, but switch panel. It's beautiful. Amazing. Amazing we're getting something like this. This is awesome.
Yeah, but no disrespect to these. These are coming off. They look nice on there, but they're coming off. They're coming off.
Yeah.
If you go run a race like lights out, you have to put
You have to put them on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
right now we don't have to touch anything on this car. What's it set at to run right now?
to be honest with you, the tune-up that's in it should be the last tune-up from lights out.
Yeah, that's what I was
We
forgetting.
broke the shifter. Yeah.
cotter pin come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you're gonna probably turn it down a lot from there.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Because it was, I mean, you can probably turn it down quite a bit, loosen the front end up a little bit, and go out there and just see what it does.
You got any on the nose?
What's that?
You got any weight on the nose?
Nope.
Okay. Check it out.
Nope, there's no weight on it. We needed to hang weight on it.
Yeah, he said just take some ankle weights and
Yeah.
whatever you need to do.
Yeah, if we would have had some weight to hang on it at lights out, it probably would have been
You got a
beneficial.
winch point. Okay, cool.
Yeah. We try to make everything to where it's easy to get in the trailer, because that's the worst part
Yeah.
of racing is at the end of the night when you have to load everything
My
up.
fat ass.
You know,
What's this car weigh?
that might be a Logan question. I don't remember. It's not extremely heavy. I know that.
Is it over 3?
I don't think so.
With or without, I think, was where.
Well, with a dryer.
Yeah, I think with was where it kicked.
Yeah, the car that sits, I'm pretty sure is under 3,000.
Yeah.
I thought he said 28.
I think that's right. I wanted to.
780 or something.
I wanted to say
Because he said he
2750.
took all the
but-
weight out of the front.
Yeah, I wanted to say 2750, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
It had a ton of weight in here because it had a dry sump on it and all
Right.
kinds of dumb
Yeah.
stuff. We don't mess with any of that.
Right.
To us, it's not necessary.
Simply better.
We don't have bearing issues and stuff like that, or any kind of oil starvation issues in any of our cars. We run that external wet sump, and the dry sump just seems unnecessary in a drag car. I haven't seen it be beneficial. I know there's some horsepower in it with the dry sump, just because you are evacuating the oil out of it.
Right.
But I mean, man, ain't none of us got
That ain't
horsepower
worth it.
problems.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
I mean, if we were,
We just want to be consistent.
and how heavy it is, like in retrospect, it's gonna help with where we're going. So
yeah. Well, now is my thing is with the tracks you guys race at Kinston a lot and stuff like that.
Well, we'll run Galot, Kinston,
Yeah.
Outer Banks,
we're going to Rockingham.
some of Rockingham. We'll be all over the place.
Yeah, but some of the tracks, like Kinston and stuff like that, the ladder bar where it's at is gonna help you.
Yep.
But it's kind of one of those things where, I mean, it's just like us.
It's
If we
sketchy.
Yeah. It's a lot of work to run one of these cars. I'll say that. And not necessarily maintenance. It's just if you need to slow the car down a lot, you're making a lot of suspension changes. You might have to move bars. It's just stuff like that. And that all just comes from testing.
Yeah.
They're temperamental too. I mean.
Yeah, and they're radio cars. They're temperamental.
Yeah.
So.
And track's not gonna help you any.
As far as starting it, this car is really, really easy.
Okay. Yeah, that's what we need to know.
Here.
So obviously the switch panel's up here, and they're all labeled. So that's ignition that turns the Holly on.
Yep.
And then I believe, I don't remember if it's the second button or the third button, turns the coils on, or turns the injectors on.
Oh, you turn on injectors. Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh,
before we start it, you'll want to crank it over with the injectors off,
okay.
and it'll build fuel pressure and start to build oil pressure. You don't want to fire it dry.
Gotcha.
Make sure that you crank it over a good bit before you fire it up.
Now
Get some
it'll
oil
show oil
flow.
pressure, right?
It
on
will.
there?
It should show oil pressure on the dash.
Okay.
So,
All right.
which I mean, if you crank it over for 30 seconds, or 15 seconds, wait 30 seconds, crank it over for another 15 seconds or so, it's gonna start moving oil.
Okay.
You're not really looking necessarily for oil pressure, just making sure the motor's moving oil. You want to get oil up to the top end, make sure so it don't burn up no push rods or anything like that. And then other than that, you just flip the injectors on and fire it up. And it's a methanol car, so it can be temperamental to
M1.
start. But if it's
Well,
cold outside,
you can shoot a little ether in the.
yeah,
turbo.
if you have to, hit it with
Yeah,
it.
but I don't want to.
Most of our cars, we don't have to.
Right.
Like the Black Sheep, never had to. Slick Rick, you don't have to.
Yeah, once it gets warm out and you
Yeah.
start running, you're fine.
Yeah. We do a lot with the fuel tables to try to make them where, regardless of the weather,
So
you're not.
to do the tuning on this thing, we don't have to touch anything. We just got to.
You shouldn't have to touch
Power
any-
management.
Exactly. You shouldn't have to touch anything
That's
other
the
than
easy
just
part.
power.
Yeah, power management's easy.
Yeah.
Or easier work.
Yep. So I mean, it should be, if the fuel map gets to where it's off and it's running like, oh, hey, it needs fuel here or it needs less fuel here, I would probably start looking at an injector or something. That's something else. I don't know what y'all run injector-wise.
I ain't never run nothing this big. 210s was
210
big.
Bosch is all
So,
we ran.
yeah. So something that's going to be new for y'all is the plague of billet atomizers. The billet atomizer plague. You might as well go ahead and get 4 spares.
I was gonna say, I might as well just order spares.
Yeah.
Because
Are they that bad?
they're not that great.
Really? I mean, I know we all had injector problems on the dyno, but that was through, I think, the rail or something.
Yeah, but the
was
rails
shoving it.
weren't big enough. They were eating up the
Yeah.
O-rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So like they're not terrible if you're racing the car
What
a
size
lot.
are those?
They should be 700s.
700s.
That's what we're running yeah, they're 700s.
Okay,
It's nice because they just say it giant enormous on the body.
so just order like 4 of them.
Yeah, and they're expensive as hell.
$250 a
But-
piece.
It is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things.
It's nice to have it.
Would you rather that
Or
or?
we're done for the day.
Yeah.
Right. To be honest with you, you asked me what I would do maintenance-wise. That would probably be the first thing I did. I would pull the injectors out of it and send them and get them flowed
Yeah.
and just check.
Get 'em back.
Because it just when cars sit, they get the
Well,
injectors.
that's what I was
get
asking John. I
gross.
said, man, one's terrible for, but he said you got airtight lines.
Which helps.
Yeah, and
but
it helps a lot. Exactly. That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. If you keep the fuel system closed, it's much better. If you're opening up the fuel system and stuff like that, so like, just say for whatever reason you had a fuel line off of it, and you put it back together and let the car sit for 6 months, no good. As soon as you get air in it, the oxygen starts to corrode, so it makes the
turns
fuel
white.
corrode. So.
Yeah, it turns white.
But I mean, that's just one of those things that this car may not need it, but it's just one of them things that I would do because I know that it's a potential issue.
Just send them back to them and let them close.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they'll clean them and go through them and they'll rebuild
Is
them.
there anybody local that does this stuff? Or?
So I've heard that
Austin.
there's a guy out by the beach. Most of your guys that advertise injector cleaning and all of that, they won't touch billet atomizers. My suggestion is buy your injectors from billet atomizer and send them back to billet atomizer because sometimes they'll help you out. You know, if they're like, oh, this one needs this or that or whatever, you know, if it's something simple, they're not going to charge you for the parts to fix them or anything. A lot of times they're just going to fix them and send them back to you.
Yeah,
just
what
charge
I'll do
you
is
for the
just
cleaning,
send these
you know.
back and just tell them to say,
Yeah.
build me for 4 more.
Yeah, that's the way I would do it. You can get them cheaper going through dealers and stuff and whatever, but a lot of times if you just deal direct with them, it's it's building a relationship.
Build a relationship first.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Anytime, and that goes with anything. Anytime you can build a relationship with whoever you're getting your stuff from. We have a guy who comes up here all the time. He's always looking to get a deal on something, and it's like, man, just call him and get something. You know, call him and order whatever you want.
Work your own.
Yeah,
avenue.
and when you do that, you build relationships, and you're much better off. I'm not saying you're going to get a bunch of stuff for free, but they're going to be
Hey,
more apt to work with
nowadays
you.
anything helps.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they're going to be more apt to work with you if they know who you are and whatnot. You know,
I'll help you out too when you're in a crunch.
totally, and that's a big thing too. You know, racing, like, you never know what's going to happen or be an issue, or you just never know. So anytime you can build relationships like that and make yourself known, you're better off. But
Yeah, it's gonna be a learning curve for this boy.
Oh yeah. The only tuning thing that I've done is that motor right there.
yeah.
Yeah, this one's gonna be different. That's why I said we
Just a hair
download it,
different.
Download it. Start
It's only
playing
100
it.
more cubic inches and like, I don't know, $80,000 more.
Yeah. It's all the same. I mean, if you
It's combustion.
understand what needs to happen with that to make it live and make horsepower, then you understand what needs to happen with this to make
Yeah.
it
It's
live and
just
make
on a
horsepower.
bigger scale.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We'll figure it out.
But
Yeah.
like I said, you guys, you're not gonna. This is a suggestion I would give you. Don't let anybody get a hold of your laptop and talk you into
Oh, hell no.
leaning it out,
Oh,
put
God,
some
no.
timing in it. None of that.
Yeah.
Just
Unless
don't
it's one
do
of
it.
y'all.
No, we had one guy try to do that to us,
Yeah.
and I was like, no.
This thing has an awesome thing called a turbocharger that will make plenty of horsepower.
Thing's
and
huge.
we run everything fat and soft on timing.
Yes.
Um,
Nothing wrong with that.
Are we
That's
down?
good.
Are we losing horsepower? 100%. Are our motors staying together for 300 passes?
100%.
100%. So that's
And this is fairly new, right? This is.
yeah. I mean, it's got like I don't know, probably
Maybe.
6 passes on it,
Yeah.
I
maybe.
was gonna say 5, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. So they ain't gonna worry about nobody touching our computer.
Oh no.
Yeah, we
no,
don't
no.
listen. We don't listen to anybody.
The only person I'm gonna ask for something on tuning wise will be Kevin. Cause
Yeah.
if it's like major dire need, it'll be
And,
him.
you know, if you're using Kevin, just tell him, hey, we're like John. We want everything
That's right.
Yep.
fat and soft on timing,
That's right.
and if we need to stack a ton of boost on it, stack a ton of boost on it. Boost doesn't kill motors.
Just like what's his face said up front. He's like, look, we're going to lights out, not lights out, north versus the south. He said, you better have this car there.
Oh, whoa, that, oh yeah,
He
oh yeah.
said, because we'll help you out.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said,
Yeah.
I'll
We're gonna be there.
help you out.
Yeah, we're hoping to be there with Slick Rick.
Hell yeah, we'll definitely be there.
I want to see that.
That son of a bitch. I walked by the other day. It was this high, eye level. I walked by, I looked, I said, God. I looked at that thing, stuck your head in there.
Yes, that 144, I
That's
think.
huge.
Yeah, 140.
140.
That's
It's
huge.
massive.
I mean, it was right at eye level. I looked at, because I was coming back here to look at this. I looked at that.
See, it's funny. You think that's big, and it's not that that's not big. That
Is big, but
that's a whole nother
giant.
level. Yeah.
Enormous. All right, so you say we got to roll the motor over. Don't turn nothing on. Just roll the motor over. Get oil to the top. half
Yeah,
of
you'll
the
turn the
engine.
first switch on, that'll be your ignition.
Yep.
Crank it over, like
Yep.
I say, don't burn up the starter in it, but crank it over for
Yeah,
a few
yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Get some juices flowing, let it cool down, let the starter cool down for a second, hit it again, and then after that, flip your injectors on, which like I said, I don't remember which switch it is, but you'll know. Turn them all on.
Yeah.
You know?
What are all the switches?
So,
They're all labeled,
a bunch of
right?
them-
They're all
A
labeled.
bunch of them don't do anything.
Good. I'm all for it.
So the way we try to wire everything, which this car was wired previously, but the way we try to do everything is the only switches you got. You might have a switch for your lights or something, which I can't read them from here.
Now, the lights
But-
work on this car?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, there's LED light right here.
LED for the inside?
Yep.
Yep.
And
So,
yep.
but other than the switches we try to run in every car is we're gonna turn we're gonna have an ignition switch to turn the Holly on. We're gonna have a switch to turn the injectors on, and we're gonna have a switch to turn the boost controller on. That's it.
Okay.
So that's got boost controller?
Yep.
Turn it on?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we obviously do burnout boost controller off and everything, and then.
And you turn on your CO. Well, you turn your CO2
Turn
on and all that
CO2
stuff,
on,
everything. You
yeah.
just hit the switch.
Yep. Exactly.
That's how we're gonna wire.
Oh
that's
yeah.
how we're gonna wire
Yep.
your car.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're right.
So you hit the switch and it'll.
So everything's on when you get in it, and then you just hit the push control and go back.
Exactly. So
Okay.
That way you don't have, someone having to crawl in the car and turn everything on your lights.
This song gun is nice.
Yeah, so he used to do that.
I
So.
mean, a lot of us guys, they do the burnout with boost controller on because they don't make enough horsepower to,
True
do the
that.
burnout. I mean, honestly.
That's true.
I mean, how many guys do you see put them on the brake in the water box? Like,
Too many.
It's like, but this thing, you can roll through the water box and this thing just land the throttle and it'll do a 8-mile burnout if you want to, so, on wastegate.
Does that shift light work?
I don't know, I doubt it.
It's all set anyway, so.
That's true. Yeah.
We use, as I said, we use the air shifter.
You use on time or do you use it on RPM?
I can change it. I can change it. Yeah. If it was on time, I could change it. Yeah.
But there again, you blow the tires off it.
I'll have an and/or on
So,
there.
as I say, the way we set it up is like, if wheel speed is like insane or something like that, doesn't match up and stuff like that, you can do tables to where it won't shift if it's smoking the tire,
Do you have I forget the traction control. Do you have any traction control on it?
We don't run any traction control.
Woo! I like y'all.
It's got a dry shaft sensor on it.
I like y'all.
It's got the stuff there to run it if you want
It's
to.
there, but it ain't hooked up.
Well, I want that to see like where you might start spinning.
Yeah, you have the data.
That's the only reason I want.
You
to
just,
You have shock sensors, by chance?
I don't remember.
Let's see. I don't see anything.
No problem.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
I noticed John hits his throttle a lot.
Take a heat
He'll do a
motor.
burnout and then he'll hit his throttle and he said. the motor or build heat because there ain't no heat in it.
Listen,
I don't do
I
that.
hope John watches this video. That way he can hear me say this.
Oh god.
He claims, oh, it's to help get heat in the motor.
It does.
It's to help with this. It's helping with that. I think in the past he's had a lot of issues where the tune-ups weren't very clean. Where now we run much cleaner tune-ups and
Oh,
it's
so
completely
it's
not
just-
necessary.
I was wondering why he did that, and he said
Yeah.
they put heat in the motor.
But I think now it's
But that's
force of
okay.
habit.
That makes sense.
I think it's force of habit
That
is
makes
what I
sense.
think. But he can have whatever reason
He
he
can
wants.
do what he wants.
He
It's
can have
his
whatever
stuff.
reason
It's
he
his
wants.
stuff. He can do what the hell he wants to do it.
Yep.
I was just curious because I was like, well, why? Because he's going to build up the motor regardless.
Yeah. It's a, like I said, I
Now,
think
you
it's
fired
a
this up
force
in
of
the
habit.
pits, warm it up.
So this car should have an oil pan heater in it.
It does. He told me.
Yep.
I think.
I don't know where the plug's at.
Plug's over there.
So, you know,
that
you
the
might
plug?
have to crawl around and find the plug.
Yeah, he
but
told me it
It
had
just
a
plugs
plug.
into an extension cord. Plug it up, put some heat in the oil,
Yep.
and then, like I was
See it.
telling you earlier, crank the motor over, get some oil pressure build up. You can fire it up in the pits and warm it up. You know,
Just a little bit.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, you don't have to stress about it. It's not gonna. I mean,
It ain't gonna hurt.
Mainly, you fire the car up to see if it's got a fire. And
Make
there's
sure
no
it's
problem.
running.
Yeah,
make sure
make sure,
make
you
sure
know-
there's no problems.
Yeah, because
Let it run for a few. Go through the gears.
you know how that goes. You can fire it up and drive it into the trailer, get to the track, and fire it up again. And you're like,
we did
that
that
don't sound right.
We did that.
all
But-
too well.
You know, Scott, he's been hammering us. He's like, all of your engine or most of your bearing failures that aren't like just blatant leaning on it way too hard happen on start, and that's why it's really important to cycle the motor over a few times, get some oil moving. You know,
But let me
Just
ask you
helps
this: what's the
prevent-
difference? What's the difference of spinning the motor over versus firing the motor over?
it's way less load on the bearings.
Okay.
So I mean, there's very very little load on them
Because it
whenever
does
they're not
spin
firing.
over even when you're not throwing them.
Right.
Fire
Now,
to it.
whenever you start lighting fires inside the
That's true,
cylinders,
throwing it
your
down.
cylinder pressure
Pushing.
is
Okay.
insanely
Okay.
more,
Okay.
right?
That makes
So,
sense. I was curious because I'm like, what's the difference?
yeah. But like I
Okay.
said, the big thing is just
Yeah, he
make
said,
sure the oil's not.
He said hook it up 30 minutes prior to firing it up.
Yeah.
Let it heat up.
Yep.
And then what you just said, roll it over, and then
Yep.
light it.
And like I said, what I would do, I don't remember which switch is what. It should be. This car was previously wired when we got it, and then it got kind of redone for the most. Like the engine harness got redone and stuff, but some other stuff didn't, and whatever. I would just turn them all on. You'll
Till you
find
get
you'll hear
used
the
to
Mac
it.
valve cycle, so you'll know which one. Yeah, so you'll know which one is boost controller, and then your injectors, just start turning them off one by one. And when the car dies, you know you found the injectors.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point. So
So-
I'll do that. This is a bad boy.
Yes, it is.
It's just well built
It's very nice.
and it's clean.
Where did y'all get it from? Because I've seen two people.
So if I wasn't around when this car came to be. My understanding of it is Chris saw it at the racetrack, wanted it, went over and talked to the fellow that had it.
Yep.
And guy said, yeah, you can buy it, but you gotta buy the trailer and everything. So Chris bought it all, and that's how we.
From Canada.
Was it David Banks that had
I
it?
believe it was David Banks.
That's what I
Oh,
thought. And then
so
I think David got it from Canada or
This
something
car
like
was in
that.
Canada.
Because one video I
We
watched.
got a video of it.
Yeah, one day I watched a few days ago. It was when y'all took Slick Rick to track first, and it was like David Wreck, and that was the guy we
Yeah.
got. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's where I found
Yeah.
that out from. Yeah.
And then we got videos of this car when it was in Canada.
Yeah,
The
that's song.
exact
done.
same color, it's the exact car.
It was in like
The car was
2019,
in
18
Canada,
or something.
and the guy that built it, I mean, we actually, now, unless it's a twin.
No, this is the car.
It's
Because he reposted John's stuff
Yeah,
when
I
he
said,
was.
to be honest, I think I've heard that this car came from Canada.
And I think
It
John
showed-
initially told us it came from
Yeah,
Canada.
it showed it
Yeah.
in Canada. The guys that built it,
Yeah.
they did a good job. Whoever built it did a fine job.
We love this car. It's just like I said, it's
I didn't think John would sell it first.
No.
I was talking.
Well, that's
to him,
why
he
it's been
just
for sale
looked
for
at
2
me like,
months. That's why it's been for sale for 2 months.
well, the problem was John posted it for sale and it had so many bullshitters hit him up, you know, and that's the way it happens. Anytime you post anything for sale,
Anything.
it's really annoying when it's something, you know, to this caliber that's, you know, a lot of money And you get all these guys that are constantly bugging you about it, and they're not even.
They don't have that money.
There's no shot of them buying it.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I'm not saying it's because they don't have the money or whatever, but it's just, I mean, not many people are. Yeah,
Tire kickers.
exactly.
Tire kickers.
Yeah, exactly. So you
And
get.
I think John started thinking, I said, John, swear to God, the money's coming.
Yeah, it just kept going like.
And he's like, just keep me posted. I'll believe you. Just keep me posted. He was cool about it. But I was like, I swear to God.
But from his point of view, I could have seen where it's like, dude, what are you doing?
All these checks hit at once. Like, we get another one coming today. It's huge. Poof. And I was like, okay, well, I thought I was going to lose it. I really did.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to.
And then when he called me, because we were talking about something, and he's like, I'm going to call him and get it, something, and then he texted me. He sold it. It was way too long for us. I was like, you're joking.
I thought he was going to cry.
I know. I was like, you're joking.
I said, no, because John seems, I don't know John, but John seems to be a very straight up guy. What
Yeah,
comes up,
definitely.
comes out.
And it's one of those things where, I mean, we didn't have to get rid of
That's
it.
what he
You know,
said.
it was
That's
just
what he
like
said.
we weren't doing anything with it, so why do we have it?
And it's going to a good home.
And that's kind of where we're at with a lot of stuff right now. Is we're not doing anything with it. Why
As
do we
he
have
calls it, thinning out the herd.
it? Exactly. And
Yeah.
That's what really needs to happen. As you can see, we got way too much.
You got
going
some
on
stuff here.
and there's not enough of us to like really keep up, you know, with what we got
Right.
going on. And
Plus-
I mean, you can't take 10 race cars to the track and race them at once.
No.
So I mean,
And even if you did, that would not be fun at all.
yeah, I mean, we take
Too much work.
Yeah.
we take two, and it's I like to take one.
Well, when y'all,
Even two is too much.
yeah, when y'all take two, you take two of the same caliber.
Yeah, but you guys got a lot of horsepower, a lot of.
Yeah.
You guys got a lot of knowledge too, man. That goes a long way. Your knowledge in these cars is sick.
Well,
We're not going
we
to do
like to make
anything
people
to
think.
hurt this thing.
We like to make people think that.
But you guys got a lot of people convinced.
Yeah.
We're actually a big group of a bunch of big dumb idiots.
We just guess a lot of good things, right?
Well,
That's
you got
funny.
you.
Yeah.
I tell you what, then y'all are lucky then, because y'all do a good job.
Well,
Yeah.
eventually you tear enough stuff up, I think, that you learn from your mistakes. And
That's true.
Learn the hard
You're
way.
right.
Yeah.
We don't want to learn that the hard way though.
well,
And like
I hate to
John
break.
said-
I hate to break it to you, but you're gonna make some mistakes, and you're gonna learn. the
Oh
hard way.
yeah. Oh yeah.
We're
And
gonna
it's-
hurt some stuff, I
Yeah.
guarantee it.
And it's directly connected to your wallet. That's for sure. It
Yep.
is.
Yeah, there's gonna be-
brutal
yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's racing, and like I said, the big thing is take away, learn something from it, and take
Mhm.
and remember it. Don't go out there and make the same mistake twice, and you can't really be mad,
Well, if you make little changes, we get it right, subtle changes, you don't have to do much. in this car.
Exactly.
You don't.
Exactly. And that's a good
Be
thing.
consistent.
That's a
Yeah.
good thing about buying a car turnkey, and I don't think that's what a lot of people understand. Is you see a lot of people start building a car never gets finished, or if they do finish it, then they struggle and struggle and struggle and struggle, and it's and when it's your first car of this caliber, buy one done that works and
Yep.
Right.
learn from that car,
Right.
for your future.
And that's why we're doing it with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, it seems more expensive that way, but I can tell you, it's way cheaper to buy a car turnkey than it
Oh,
is
it's
to
way
my
cheaper.
God, yeah.
There's people out there that buy cars like this and then they pour them out and they make a lot more money.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing. Is people try to do it over time. So like, I have money to build a $50,000 motor, so they build a $50,000 motor. Oh, hey, 9 months later, I've got the money to go ahead and order this transmission. Let me order the transmission. They, and they do it like that in these steps because they do it as soon as they get that X amount of money
Sure.
to build. But I mean, you buy the motor and transmission on this car, and you bought the whole car turnkey.
That's right.
So it seems that way. And the other thing is when people decide to start building cars, they don't want to wait. So
Right.
they want
They
to
get
start
impatient.
right
Yeah.
then. And if a lot of people would just chill out and wait, deals come around all the time, and you'll find one. And
Take it if you need.
that's my dad. So
Yeah,
if
we're
you
set,
wait,
but-
you'll find something that works, and you'll know if it's the right one. If you have second guesses on it, it's
Right.
probably not the right one for you.
That's right.
Well,
I think that's a big thing.
when I sent it to him, he was like, nah, I don't want that. So I told him, let's go down to
That was
the speed
first
shop.
thing I said, no.
He immediately, I said, let's go down to the speed shop because we were looking for stuff for my car. And then he comes in and I was like, this car is there. You could probably look at it if you wanted. He looked at it.
I was serious. I put my arms right here. I put my arms right here, and I normally don't do that. It's anybody's car.
I put one because we were talking to John. As soon as I put my arms on her, I said, "Oh Jesus Christ, this is our car." I said, "It's talking to me." I said, "It's home." I told him on the way home. I said, "That's the weirdest feeling I have when I put my arms on that car. That it's it."
This was always my favorite one. This was always one.
My thing is, my favorite part about this car is how clean it is, because we build some stuff that's really, really clean and nice, and then some stuff like not as a high-end build. It's like, oh, just get it done, whatever we gotta do, whatever, like not too worried about anything. But really, the guy who got me really into cars, he builds pro touring cars, show cars, stuff like that, and it's all about how clean it is. It's all about how good it's laid out. It's all about not seeing just junk everywhere.
Attention to detail.
Yeah, exactly. So to me, this car is that.
It screams.
And I love it.
It's beautiful, man.
You know, we on the way home that first day, I looked at him.
Beautiful.
I didn't really look at
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah.
I don't think so. And then I said, "Where was everything in this car?" So we came back up the next day, and that's why I talked.
Yeah, you still don't even like you still don't see it. You gotta look for it.
There, but I mean, the car's inside is just.
Yeah.
And I can get in it. That's what's nice.
Yeah. And there's really not even a lot of wiring in the engine.
No.
No.
Exposed.
It's clean.
We ran everything back here behind the intake. It all comes out through there. And,
Yep.
if you look down in there, like,
Oh yeah, it's
rat's nest down in there, but you
I
don't
mean-
see
You ain't
it,
got no
right?
choice.
That's the whole point of it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah, you
it's
ain't got no
hidden.
choice.
So,
Yeah.
I don't remember what all. I remember the wiring in this car being weird whenever we were putting the new motor in it.
Beautiful.
And we got, it had wiring ran all the way, like a ton of wiring ran down through here and all kinds of stuff. And I remember we cleaned it all up, because it made no sense that I had this wiring here and this nice, that looks nice. And then I had wires coming from over there, over here, and some weird stuff. So we just did away with all of
Well, I like his thought process on this plastic, because I guess it was hardwired. And he said, if you lose something at the track,
Oh yeah.
you gotta be able to replace it,
Yeah.
change it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was smart.
I remember watching a video on that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
Well, let's push this thing outside. I don't think there's anything really else to.
We're gonna watch.
Yeah.
And we'll watch.
Which I could do a timing table for it with it.
I mean, you can, but you don't have no sensor right now to tell what.
Yeah, that's true.
It's for the VPS. We rely on that in all our cars.
Power on, poly on, liquid stream on. And see, look, just rolling over the See, it's starting to make a little bit of fuel pressure. A little more pressure. Take it back. It does not have a switch for the injectors. My bad. I thought this one did.
got it's got a leak right there. It's spewing out just a little bit.
Where at?
Wait, you said it was leaking oil?
No, that's what I was asking. What's it leaking?
No, it was leaking out of this right here. It was just spewing. Yeah, it was a little.
Oh,
well
that's just methanol.
Yeah, it was a little well that's broken. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant there was leaking oil.
No.
It's just leaking out the front right there.
Yeah.
No, once it warms up.
Yeah, that son of a gun.
It'll close.
Yeah.
Oh, milk.
But you look like that when they first fired it.
Every time you run the car, it will be milky. It's
Yeah, he said it. They said fluids in it there. You get it all. Unless it's
What
been changed.
transmission fluids you like to run? We run Schaefer. Yeah,
Oh,
we run
Schaefer. Okay.
Yeah, whatever was in it, we're gonna put it back
We're
in.
gonna stay with whatever was in it.
Because we run VR1 and all of our other stuff, but whatever this one.
Yeah, switch everything.
We'll get a 2x10. That way we can drive it up in there if y'all want.
That'd be great. I don't know if you can get out though. Well, y'all can get out.
You're young.
My fat ass. We have a winch, to pull it up in there.
Yeah, we got a winch.
We got a winch. We can snatch it up in there.
Well, no one ever gets you on camera. What do you think?
Man, I'm sad. I'm very sad. In my opinion, this was the prettiest car in the fleet. So
That's exactly what I said.
I'm a Mustang fan, and I mean I have an SN95, so kind of partial to them. It'll make an appearance. Yeah, it'll come back one day.
2030, if you watch out.
Oh, stop.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
I think you guys are gonna like it.
Oh yeah, we love it. And funny thing about it is when I sent it to him, he was like, no, I don't like it. I was like, man, just go look at it. Let's go to the speed shop and look at it. Put his hands on it. It's mine.
Beautiful car.
It still got pollen on it. It still got pollen on it.
Put some baby powder in that thing.
Oh, okay. You're taking. Yeah.
Put some baby powder in it and let it sit in the sun for a few days. That's to hold the spring back.
What does baby powder do?
Just keeps it from getting hard.
That makes sense.
And this is for rolling it up, but I use a 1/2 inch
Yeah, that's what we did.
wrench instead of this. But
That's what we had in our old one. Now, what did you look at when you backed this thing up? When you were backing
I was just
it
trying
up?
to see where the signal was leaking from.
No. When you were backing it up on the track, your point of reference.
Are you looking at something in the car?
Yeah, were you looking at like something straight past track, or were you looking
I
at
watch the rear end.
rear end? Yeah. Because on our other one, I don't know why that sucker. I always back it up crooked. I don't know if rear. I don't know what it is.
So most of your cars are going to back up pretty quick.
Yeah, you can bring it down a little bit.
So our black car in there, I watch only the passenger side.
Gotcha.
I'll double check and look over, but the black car only watches the passenger side. The white car, you can watch both sides because it's kind of straight, but the black car, it's so much body work and stuff over time. It's kind of crooked.
Yeah. Okay,
But-
that makes sense.
I'll look out for you whenever you go to track with it.
Yeah, we're going.
I'll kind of show you.
We're going north versus south, so yeah. Yeah, I told him when we
have a
left.
test session Thursday. They're talking about having, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Which I mean, I go to school out of state, but if I can get home for that, I'm gonna be here.
You're gonna keep going.
A little bit more.
It's winch just split.
Oh no.
Did it just?
Is it Amazon special, sir?
No.
AutoZone.
No, it's
Harbor Freight?
Harbor.
Heck yeah.
Weird,
Yeah, I got one too.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
I've got my synthetic cable that's never put on.
How we look up there?
Oh yeah, you get right there.
I put in park, Mason.
It's usually this switch.
It's in park, but if park holds is a whole nother question.
Yes.
Sorry,
We got a wheel truck.
Here, I'm gonna throw a
Warmish stay like today.
Yep.
And then throw some baby powder in it and put it back in there.
Parachute.
Oh, the parachute. Okay.
Yeah, that way it don't
Yeah.
fail whenever you try
Right.
to force it.
Yeah.
Now, do we want to put that back in neutral or?
We ain't leaving in park.
It ain't in park because it ain't really in park anyway.
It's a Powerglide park and do the same thing.
Pretty much.
It's all the same.
Touche. Like Hank, if you don't slam it in park, it don't stick.
Hey, there's a key right there.
That's important.
Looks important. I bet I know where that key goes to.
Yeah.
It's
Fell
not
out of my
mine.
pocket.
I say it's not mine. I don't want it.
I'm out here. It's actually a shop.
I've got one.
Oh, you giving us that? We don't need it. All our stuff's air launcher.
Heck yeah. Locked and loaded.
How much do your other car weigh?
My other blue one's 2100. I have no idea what his is, but it's still in pieces. I'd imagine his car will be 25, 26, maybe.
Mine's still key.
My blue one, no, my blue one's light as hell. Let's see what you got for sale here. Oh.
Oh man, yard
This is
sailing.
fun, man. Well, guys, after a long, horribly long day, we got Ruby Red home. Or Rudy Red. I don't really remember what he called it. I think it's Ruby Red. But, man, this thing, wicked. Absolutely gorgeous. I know I maybe didn't show y'all everything, but, I mean, this all steel, all glass. If for those of you who don't know. I mean, I don't know if y'all can see. It's kind of dark in here, but, I mean, it's awesome in here. It's nice, well put together, everything. But, yeah, we got it home. We are super excited about that. This thing, I mean, truthfully, I don't have any words, to be quite honest, because never in a million years would I have thought that we would ever own something like this. And that I would be sitting next to something like this. So, I mean, you know, I don't know. So, it's awesome. I can't wait to run it. Thank you, John, for holding it for us, because we we took forever to get what we needed, but appreciate you holding it, and I'm just excited to see what it does for us. I can't wait to run it. Dad can't wait to run it. But it's just, I don't have any words. I'm just truly speechless. But anyways, guys, this is gonna be it for today's video. Comment, like, and subscribe, and just keep following us and what we do with this car, because we're doing something. I don't know what we are going to do. I know we're going to run a lot of all steel, all glass races with it and stuff like that, but the sky's the limit. So, anyways, guys, comment, like, and subscribe. Check out all of our other videos and stay tuned for what's to come. See ya.